Hello, I'm Darlynne with Where You Want to Be and Out of the Ordinary. There's no question this new virtual world has been a major adjustment for both adults and kids. And with so many students still doing virtual learning, the question remains, are kids getting enough time outdoors? In this week's segment of Live Your Dream, we spoke with Matt Kumaris of the Boys and Girls Club of Vista, who says simple concepts like spending time outdoors and social interaction with other children can help your child in the long run. Matt, thank you so much for joining us and taking time out of your busy schedule.
Quite welcome. Thanks for this opportunity, Darlynne.
Yeah. So I'm so glad that you could join us because obviously this is a very important topic. You know, when this pandemic hit, almost a year ago, right? We had no idea how long we were going to be in it. And here we are a year later. Many kids are still doing the virtual learning. Many youth sports programs are still canceled. And I think you're an excellent guest for this time because you're right in the middle of it all. You probably have seen firsthand, right, how this pandemic has affected both kids and their families.
Definitely. Yeah, it's been quite the shift in our regular programming. You know, when COVID first hit in March, we kind of shifted our program model more towards food distribution and some, partnering with the school district. And then come May of last year, we reopened and we're connecting kids to their teachers, and we're still offering, typical Boys and Girls Club programs where we get the kids outside and enjoying, some healthy lifestyles programs as well.
You know, because kids are staying closer to home, right? I would think many are not, maybe some are not going outside as much as they should be, and even maybe they're not socializing as much as they once did. And that's not good. That's not good. We got to get the kids outside. But why is that so important? Why is that crucial for kids to be outdoors?
Well, yeah, it's a pretty complex situation. There's many reasons why, but there's improved motor skills when you're outside. So you're learning coordination, agility, how to ride a bike, run, jump around. It's proven that just being out in the sunlight, outdoors, you get the vitamin D going, the sunlight going, and it really does improve kids' sleep cycles as well too, and tends to calm them down. It helps build their muscle strength with routine exercise and consistency. And back when I was a kid in the 1980s, I think it was only like 7% of kids were obese, and now it's up to 30%. And who knows what it'll be after the pandemic, but they're on their computers typically 6 to 8 hours a day. It's so important to get them outside and enjoying the environment, and kind of appreciating the environment as well too. You get being blessed here in San Diego, there's a lot to do with the great climate, and you've got the ocean, the mountains, and just going to a park or outdoors is just a fantastic option for parents and their kids.
Well, the tips that you gave, they just seem so obvious, but I think that in this day and age where we're all running around, families, the parents are multitasking, it's easy to overlook, right?
Definitely, for sure. Like, it seems like at least once a week, the kids at the Boys and Girls Club, they're bringing in some ladybugs, or, they found a moth that they want to share, or a lizard or something like that. And I remember when my youngest child was a kid, she attended the Boys and Girls Club too. She started collecting roly-polies and potato bugs. And then a few weeks after that, we were checking in her room at home, and we found a lot of roly-polies in her bedroom throughout.
It's those simple things in life, right, that make you happy, which is what we've got to remember. You had talked about when you were younger. Me too. When I was a little kid growing up in New Jersey, we didn't have technology or computers. The internet didn't exist. And it was just kind of like, okay, go outside, play, and you got to entertain yourself for, 6, 8 hours. And we were as happy as could be. And we didn't have any of the internet,
Yeah, for sure. It definitely, just something as simple as trying the monkey bars to see if you can get across, or can you jump this high to touch this? And it's just, really, when you're outdoors, you're doing more than just, the two senses of sight and and hearing while you're on a computer, you're embracing the whole world and learning so much.
Exactly, exactly. So I know firsthand because I've been to the Boys and Girls Club of Vista. I've seen how good you guys are as far as socializing, getting kids together, interacting. Why is that? I mean, obviously it's important, but why exactly is it especially crucial now for kids to be socializing with other youth, especially now during this pandemic?
Yeah, it's really those life skills and just understanding how to work with people. Zoom is great and all, but it's just not the same as the face-to-face interaction and working with people from all different kinds of backgrounds and understanding and learning from them. I mean, that's so very important to work on those friendships and to, find out what it takes to, develop a sense of belonging with somebody and to feel useful. And, kids really need their group of friends, and in person's the most ideal situation. And hopefully we'll return to that in a lot bigger capacity next school year.
You obviously have been leading this wonderful organization for years now. Is it 14 years?
That's
you were saying?
correct.
Wow, yeah. That's awesome. Congratulations. Well, I'm sure you have seen or you have many great stories as far as kids, as far as making friends and the benefit of all that. Is there a story that you can share with us?
Off the top of my head, we've got one newer club member. Her name is Ella, and when she first came here, she was coming for our learning day camps, where we basically connect the kids to their teachers in the mornings. They get their classes done remotely, and then in the afternoon, it branches off to more traditional Boys and Girls Club type programming. Well, when she started coming here, she was very, very shy, reserved, and just kind of kept to her Chromebook and really didn't, interact with a lot of kids. And just the past couple months, she's really made a lot of friends here. She's part of our leadership group, which is called the K Kids group, which is part of Kiwanis. So right now she's working on some service projects with the kids and just really, really talkative and action oriented at the club. And so it's been night and day since she's been here in just a couple months.
Wow, that's great. That's wonderful. And that really must make you feel good, huh? To see that she was a little butterfly and now she's blossomed, she's come out, right?
Yeah, it's fantastic. That's what it's all about. And you just don't know what sort of gems these kids are and what stories they have to tell. And that's kind of what makes working here at the Boys and Girls Club so special. There's just so many amazing kids here.
Right. Yeah, I definitely have seen that firsthand. So for those who aren't familiar with the Boys and Girls Club, can you share a little bit about what you're all about, your mission, and how you're helping kids, especially now with what's going on?
Yeah. We essentially we serve kids ages 5 through 18, and we try to inspire and enable them to graduate high school with a plan for a college or a career, to give back to their community, and to lead a healthy lifestyle, which kind of ties into the whole outdoors and feeding your body, your soul, your mind. And we also offer probably what I think is our most important programs, are called Smart Moves programs. And those are programs in small groups where we work with kids to work with issues such as conflict resolution, thinking about their thinking, building their self-esteem. And those types of programs are going to be so important moving forward to get those kids up to speed and feeling good about themselves again.
What would you say to parents who maybe they have a child who's a little bit anxious about what's going on, and they're a little bit hesitant about going outdoors and socializing? What would your advice be to those parents? How do you handle that?
Yeah. The best advice is to baby steps. Take it a little bit at a time. Get out there, do some things. Outdoors is a very safe place to be. There's a lot more opportunities. Kids will start feeling better about themselves just being outdoors and enjoying the independence and the freedom instead of being stuck in a 10 by 10 room with a sibling or two, and just enjoy life and get out there. There's a lot to enjoy here in San Diego, and a place like the Boys and Girls Club, it was really designed for kids. and to spend an entire childhood. And it's flexible enough, so if you only want to come 1 day a week, you can do that. If you want to come 5 days a week, we can do that. So we work with families too.
So Matt, one last thing. I know that you've got a really big event coming up, right, in March. What's that all about?
Yeah, we've got our 11th annual Diamond Gala coming up on March 6th, Saturday night. It is virtual this time around. Last year was probably the last event in Vista that was in person, and so we're a little bit anxious about this, but from everything we hear, it's going to be a very successful event, and people really step up for the community and appreciate the good work that Boys and Girls Clubs do. So more info about our gala can be found on our website, and it'll be here in less than 2 weeks.
Oh my goodness. Wow. So you're very busy. So I thank you for taking the time out to do this in the midst of everything that's going on. So I want to add that if you want to connect directly with Matt, we're putting up his website and his contact information on the full screen that's showing right now. And also that gala information is on the website under Get Involved /special events. So Matt, thank you so much for taking time. Yeah, and anytime you'll come back, right?
Always. Count me in.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much.
Thank you.